Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning to my fellow friends and who watching this video. First of all, let me introduce first myself. My name is Nur Aini binti Ji Muhammad Salim. I'm from HM 242 in Bachelor of Science, Hans Food Service Management. Today, I would like to do my presentation about food and beverage service in my internship place, which is KFC Kuala Selangor. So, firstly, do you know what is food and beverage service? So, let me tell you what is food and beverage service. Food and beverage service is the process of preparing, presenting, and serving of food and beverage to the customer. Meaning that when the customer come to the KFC restaurant to do their ordering at the counter, as a staff of KFC needed to take in their order, preparing the order request from the customer and packing the order and also serving to the customer. Furthermore, in the food and beverage service, they also has their own team that is successful in providing the best service for all the customers who come to the restaurant, which is KFC Kuala Selangor. Next, each position also held in their team has their own roles and responsibility in providing the service at the restaurant. Among them, firstly is restaurant manager. As a restaurant manager, they will be responsible for leading and managing all staff affairs under his care to prevent the misunderstanding between them. In addition, he also need to ensure that the KFC branch reach the sale target and ensure the staff carry out their task carefully and quickly to maintain the quality in terms of nutrition service to customer while in the restaurant. In addition, as a shift manager will be responsible for ensure that the business operation hours daily run smoothly in this restaurant. He also need to ensure that all the customers who come to this restaurant get their food as ordered by them at the cashier counter. Next, as a team member which is front of house who is known as a cashier staff and CAC, as a cashier staff in the responsible for taking order, preparing and serving the order to the customer. And they also need to do the relationship and a friendly and caring attitude towards the customer when taking their order are very important in providing the best service for all the customers who come to this restaurant. Thus, to ensure that the environment is always clean and cheerful in this restaurant, as a CSC staff need to ensure that all the dining table always clean from all the food waste. And it's also important to ensure that floor and area should always be clean to guarantee the best cleanliness to be given to the customer. As a middle of house also is necessary to ensure that the product provided follow the established of procedure. And this is to ensure that the customer is satisfied with the service and dishes served according to the menu that has been ordered in the counter. Lastly, at the back of house, we also have a cook department, which is cook staff. Is very important part of staff in cooking the chicken at the back of house, and they need to ensure that the cooked chicken does not have any blemish when served to the customer. Therefore, all staff need to comply with all the procedures that have been set to provide the best service to all the customers who come to this KFC restaurant. Next, let's continue my presentation today with the objective of FMB in KFC. Actually, the main aim of the objective of FMB is to satisfy the customer need by taking into consideration the need for a special item. Furthermore, besides to satisfy the customer request, FMB in KFC want to provide the high quality of food and beverage, especially part of chicken and side of chicken in KFC. Next, KFC restaurant also want to provide a friendly and welcoming atmosphere where where all the regular customer will always come to the KFC every week because of the service in this KFC good and the staff very friendly with the customer when taking the order. In addition, in F&B, KFC also want to provide customer satisfaction among the customer who come into this KFC restaurant by giving the best service through the serving their food of the requester from the counter cashier. And lastly, KFC also want to provide professional hygiene and attentive service during work in the KFC restaurant. Let's continue to the next part, which is about the outlet of the KFC. Actually, F&B outlet of the KFC are known as a fast food outlet because of this KFC restaurant provided a limited of menu and beverage, which easily prepared and fast meal cooked in advance at the restaurant. Besides that, this KFC restaurant also run as a quick service restaurant business because of the service provided in the restaurant very fast and sharply when do serving to the customer. Besides that, next I will explain about the product of the cycle F&B service. Firstly is purchasing product. In this KFC restaurant, the purchaser will be responsible to purchasing a product for all outlet needed to study the market and analyze and also select a supplier, wholesaler and contemporary price for all the product needed in that market. This to make sure the material at fair price and purchases the required commodities by following appropriate purchase. The receiver, which is the store of outlet of KFC, such as KFC Kuala Selangor, will receive the product from the supplier by delivery system. So as a manager of KFC needed to check the product for right quality and quantity received. In addition, the staff who store and carry out the task of storing received supply and issuing it into the respective department, they need to update the stock database to a manager. The staff need to keep record and update to the manager to make sure the manager keep record of stock to the latest date. During the preparing and presenting, the staff of KFC will do a preparation of various type of food and beverage. The cook, as a staff of cook, will prepare various types of part of chicken at the back of house before presenting to the customer. As a staff also needed to make sure all the product prepared at the back of house are safe when the presenting to the customer. Consuming the product, when customer consume the food of KFC restaurant, the respective staff needed to make sure the portion of all the product give to the customer are same as required in the figure shown at the menu board front of the customer. So this is my second last slide of my presentation today. So I will talking about my own product and service in this KFC restaurant. So that there are some example of the menu that available in this KFC restaurant, which is fried chicken, wrap, chicken sandwich, french fries, dessert and breakfast menu. And next, there are also more examples of the menu available in this restaurant KFC, such as kids meal, classic meals, combo nugget meals, box meals and breakfast meals. Last but not least, as a conclusion in my presentation for today, food and beverage service is the commercial aspect of the food industry in which individuals are provided with a meal at a place of business in exchange for money or some other form of the payment. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention.